Happy New Year. I'm first morning meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together every day. We chat about what's going on in the world of weather. Hopefully get your day started off on the right note and hopefully get your year started off on the right note. Let's look outside. Just as we had expected, there is a little bit of fog out. This is a shot from our tower cam right at the West 2 studio. We're looking toward downtown Orlando. Not really seeing downtown Orlando, though. You know what? Let me do this. Give me 2 seconds. Let me minimize you. Let me open you. Let me open you. Okay. All right. That way I can switch the different tower cams. So that's a shot looking toward downtown Orlando off in the distance. Let's look into Lake Eola, and it's gorgeous. So it's kind of just a matter of like, where are you? What are you looking at? Here's Daytona Beach. It's a beautiful sunrise. Head down to the Kennedy Space Center. It's beautiful. Melbourne, it's nice. Cocoa, you're looking good. But there's these little pockets around, right? This is probably one of my favorites. You can see off in the distance some of that ground fog. So just keep that in mind. Visibility numbers look like this. DeLand, you're down to near nothing. Orlando's at 4 miles. Anything less than 1 mile is thick fog. Anything above that, it's not too bad. But, it's just one of those things that you'll have to watch this morning. But we've been there these last several mornings, so that's not a huge shift. We're going to continue to watch the fog. Dense fog advisories, by the way, just so we're all on the same page, are in effect for just about everybody, minus the Space Coast and the Orlando metro area. All right? Very nice start to the day. We're going to see a whole lot of sunshine. It is going to be a warm day. Temperatures out the door in the 50s in Ocala. That's lovely. We're at about 63 in the Villages, 66 degrees in Orlando, 70 degrees in Titusville, and 67 degrees in Melbourne. So it's looking good this morning, but through the day, it is going to be a very warm one. Let's take a look around our 12-hour forecast. So we start off with the fog in some areas. Otherwise, it's kind of some low cloudiness. Through the morning, that burns off, and we watch those temperatures climb. 82 degrees, 1 o'clock. 85 degrees will be our high temperature on the day. So it's going to be another nice and toasty day. Yeah. Any outdoor plans? Things today certainly are looking very, very good. All right. Yesterday had a record in Leesburg. We'll have to see where we go today, right? That's just kind of the way that it works. Let's take a look at the temperatures neighborhood by neighborhood today. And I've got to find it because there's so many of these graphics. Hold on a second. Today, where are you? Wednesday, Tuesday. There's so many of these now. Here it is. Okay. Today. Good morning. Rise and shine. 85 in the city. It's about 83 degrees in the Villages, 83 degrees in Palm Coast, and 86 our high temperature back over to Palm Bay. Good gravy. It's a nice and warm forecast. Russ says foggy start up in Ocala, 000 at 0 knots, quarter mile statute. Fog reported, overcast at 100, 14 over 14, so it's a little warmer than it's been these last couple of days. Pat, good morning to you. Happy New Year. Cheryl, good morning. Beverly, good morning. Marilyn says we ate dinner. Ooh, that sounds fun. Oh, is that the one? Is that the one on UCF campus? Janice, good morning to you. Good morning, Kenneth says, for at least 1 hour and 2 minutes and counting. It's been 2022 worldwide. UTC 12, the last time zone. We are UTC 5. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Smart. Lady Lake, it's foggy. Odalis, good morning to you. Crystal, good morning. Happy birthday. Happy birthday and Happy New Year. You get all kinds of fresh starts. Marie, good morning to you. Nancy, Patty, how are you? Darlene, good morning. Melly, Marie, Kenneth, everybody. Greg, I'll take it. Means the fronts will start coming in again. Yes, well, that's true. So here's a look at the overall wide perspective on our weather pattern. So we are nice and warm. That area of high pressure has already started to move out. And what that's going to mean is that for tomorrow, we're going to watch this storm system build in. And one thing I do want to point out, okay, is that this storm system, while for tomorrow we stay warm, okay, up here, this little area is going to start to develop. And interestingly enough, on the back side of it, you've got enough moisture that you're going to be starting to talk about winter precipitation. Not in our area, thankfully, but up to our north. The mountains of Georgia, Tennessee, into the Smokies, they're going to be talking about some of that winter weather. For us, by Monday, that front will be clearing our area early. We'll get a couple of showers. And then as that progresses, we'll watch that cooler air dive in and get to just settle in for your Monday, your Tuesday. I mean, we've got a great stretch of weather coming in, but it is going to be noticeably cooler. Yeah, I mean, like jacket weather. But for now, we're not in jacket weather. For now, we're in this nice kind of balance of warm temperatures. So take what you can get, enjoy it, and then know that it's going to all change. Thomas, good morning to you. Happy New Year. Kenneth, Marie, good morning. How are ya? Janice, 2022 has to be better. I hope so. I do. I hope so. I'm seeing Cam on TV right now. I'm off today. I will be back with you on Sunrise tomorrow. Thank you to Cam Tran for working for me. Jenny, do these warmer temps mean a mild winter? Well, these warm temps for now mean that we're in a milder stretch, but that's not going to stay. Debbie says the sun is breaking through the fog already. I know, it's finally, we're getting a little bit of an earlier reset to things. So good weather for today. Of course, there's the big Citrus Bowl over at Camping World. The kickoff is at 1 o'clock. We've had some great football these last couple of days. Kickoff's at 1 o'clock. It's going to be a toasty one if you're heading out that direction. Lower to mid 80s. It's a great forecast if you're wanting to get into the pool. You're wanting to head out to the area attractions. No matter what you're wanting to do. Here's Universal, for example, for today. Universal opened right when Coffee Talk fired up and continues through 10 o'clock. It's a foggy-ish start, but we know that's going to be burning off pretty quickly. Lots of sunshine by lunchtime. This afternoon, very nice and warm. It's all good stuff, okay? Now, let's talk a little bit about records, okay? Because we've talked the last couple of days. Give me a second to pull this up. So here's a look at the record highs versus our forecast for today, okay? So in Orlando, the record is 87. The forecast, 85. So we're going to be in the ballpark. We should fall just shy of that record, but we're going to be in the ballpark. Sanford, I do think we're going to get to record heat set back in 1991. Leesburg, I think you'll get into record heat set back in 1991. Daytona Beach, I think you'll get into record heat set back last year. And Melbourne, I think you'll get into record heat set back in 1974. So it's going to be a day where we are absolutely watching for records. I've got every intention of getting in my pool today. It's going to be a hot day. It's going to be one of those opportunities where in January you can live that Florida lifestyle, and then in a couple of days we'll be able to get things back chilly again, and you'll pull out your jackets and all that fun stuff. Yukon says, I slept through the time change. Does anybody want to tell Yukon we didn't change the time? That we just hit the calendar reset? I'm sorry. Cheryl coming home tomorrow from Michigan. Good morning to you. You're in for some great weather. It's just going to be a nice and warm setup. Ann says, go Hawks. Janice, I'm right there in agreement with you. Stephanie, good morning to you. I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year to you. Becca says, I'm starting the new year with a new iPhone 13 Pro Max. This is a big learning curve for me. The last iPhone I had was a 4S. Wow. Well, welcome to the Pro Club. I've got the 13 Pro Max. That's why I'm always tweeting and Facebooking and all of those fun things. You're going to love it. It's a great phone. Stacy, are you at the goal weight or still want more weight loss? I'm not trying to lose any more weight. My body's definitely slowed down. Like I'm losing very slowly at this point. So yeah, if this is it, I think I'm fine. I'm down 115 pounds, you know. Kenneth. Not Kenneth. Yukon. Let's see. Records. They're making a comeback. Lots of folks into vinyl. Isn't that funny? Vinyl has better audio than so many of these digital, formats, right? Tim says, need to hang the new calendar in my office today. There you go. Maybe he didn't have his coffee yet. Good morning. Charles, good morning, buddy. Yukon, I know calendar reset. Sorry, I slept through midnight. Yeah. Well, it's funny because I started dozing off and I set an alarm. And it's funny because I got as soon as I woke up, I saw Disney starting their fireworks show, and I was like, I am going to stream that. So I streamed it last night. Yeah. Kelly, how's the wind in Melbourne? Heading out for some kayaking. Let us take a look. Stand by. I'll show you winds right now, and then we can look at the models. I don't think that the wind is going to be significant today. I mean, I think it's going to be breezy. Yeah, all right, so the winds right now, kind of out of the south, running at about 5 miles an hour or so. And that's one of the reasons that we're already seeing the fog lift, is because we've got a little bit of a breeze. That high pressure is no longer right on top of us. And it was when that wind was right on top of us that we saw, when that high pressure was right on top of us, that's wind gusts. So it looks like it's going to be, 10, 15 today. Yeah, so a nice little breeze later on. By lunchtime, it'll get breezy. Yeah, when that area of high pressure was over top of us, the winds were calm, which is why we saw the fog and why we saw the fog linger for a while. Since we're in a position where the high pressure has moved away from us, that when the weather maker's right over top of you, think of it like a hurricane. That's an area of low pressure. When the low pressure is right over top of you, you're in the eye and there's no wind, right? But as soon as you get away from that area of low pressure, you've got the hurricane force winds. So that's the way to think about things, okay? So here's a look at let me widen this perspective a little bit. You can very clearly see kind of we're sandwiched in between the two, and what we do is we call that, sugar, I hit the wrong button. We call that the pressure gradient force, okay? So you've got high pressure to our south and east. You can see it on the full screen map here. I'll show you. So what we've basically got is what's called a PGF, or a pressure gradient force winds. So it is going to be a little breezy today because you've got on one side, and if you look closely, you can see it there, bottom right, you've got your area of high pressure. Center left, you've got your kind of front and developing area of low pressure. And so it's just starting to force winds through. So that's what you're looking at in terms of the overall day to day. The good news, though, is that front there is actually helping to bring us that cooler air. So, for what it's worth, we've got at least a little bit of change. Your weekend forecast, though, my friends, could not look any nicer to start off our new year. Today, tomorrow, beautiful. Tomorrow is going to be a bit breezier, not as bad today, but yeah, it's going to be a bit breezier. Let's see here. Let me scroll up. Good morning. Happy New Year. I was asleep before 8 o'clock. Didn't make it to Midnight Terror. That's okay. I'm having my P-Lone. Nancy says, good morning. I like it. Moving to Big Pine. Can I still get the weather from you? Well, I mean, it's going to be Central Florida weather, but you can always tune in. Yeah. I'm just not going to be forecasting for Big Pine. I'm sorry, Ted. Diana, I watched your stream. Thanks for posting that. It's funny. I was watching obviously the TV stuff, but I want to watch that stream back. It looked cool. I've never seen their New Year Eve stream. Melissa says those fireworks were great. Thanks for sharing. Of course. Erica, good morning to you, my dear. Nancy, thanks for watching. Janice says no hurricanes will come our way in 2022. I would love to see that. Oh, yeah. I would love to see that. Yukon says everyone have a great 8th day of Christmas. Gonna spend the morning with wife and pups. See you next time. That sounds good. Go do your thing. Go do your thing. Let's see here. What will the temp be for Sunday night? Yes. All right. So let's do that. Let's start taking a look and seeing what's happening. All right. So today and tomorrow you can see mid-80s both days. We know that those are nice warm forecasts, but we do have some changes ahead. Okay. So today is Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday. What about? Let's detail things here. Let me do this. Let me hit this. Give me a second. All right, so Sunday, tomorrow afternoon. Let's take a look. So here's your high temperatures for tomorrow. Mid-80s, definitely another near record setup, right? Then the front moves in at night, okay? So Monday morning, and this is Sunday night into Monday morning, okay? Sunday night, you're going to start to feel those temperatures dropping. Here's a look at where we wake up Monday morning. 58 in Orlando, 57 in Leesburg. That means that Sunday night is going to be cooling down considerably. All right, that's looking great. What about Monday afternoon? We're not really warming all that much. 60s for highs, and as a matter of fact, if you live in places like Palm Coast, we may not even get out of the 50s for very long. So Monday afternoon is probably going to be a day, first off, where we're all getting back to work and school, and so we're already going to be kind of sad about it. But in addition to that, I don't know, I guess school's not necessarily started yet, but in addition to that, it's going to be a nice chilly day. So that's Monday afternoon. What about Tuesday morning? All right, so Monday afternoon, highs in the 60s. Tuesday morning, let's look at Tuesday morning. All right, waking up to temperatures in the 40s and 50s. I don't know why that's saying 64 in Orlando. Ignore that. By Tuesday afternoon, back to the 70s, and we kind of start trending back up little by little by little. So we've got a really nice stretch of weather ahead. Let's just kind of put it together here on the 7-day forecast. Then we can talk more about it, of course. But here is our 7-day forecast. So for our day today, for our day tomorrow, it is nice and warm, okay? Then we look ahead at a big change. Sunday into Monday, we've got a couple of showers. Lots of sunshine Tuesday, Wednesday. Those temperatures are cooler. I think Monday we start with a couple of showers, but clear those out very, very quickly and really do improve things very, very quickly. So that's the good news, okay? A lot of wonderful weather ahead if you like the cool. If you don't, we're back to nearly 80 by Thursday, though another front looks to be coming through Thursday into Friday. Betty says, Happy New Year. I fell asleep before midnight, too. Glad to see everyone here to share coffee, talk, and weather. Good morning to you. Becca says, I work from home, and when kids go back, I will enjoy not having the kids at home all day. I can understand that for sure. Carolyn says, no showers on the 7th, please. Oof. Marie, love Mondays. Temps mean no mosquito. There you go. That's see, there's always a silver lining to everything, right? Now, I do want to take a look at Futurecast here and just eyeball what we have in store in terms of rain chances. Because if you recall, and I'm going to be honest, I haven't looked yet. But if you recall, we were talking about those showers Sunday night into Monday. You can see them there on the 7-day forecast. So let's take a look at Futurecast and just try to detail that. Here we are, starting off nice and quiet. Okay, it's a great setup for now. We'll continue this through time. Our Saturday forecast is looking great. Couple of clouds. Saturday evening, looking great. A couple of clouds. Let's look at Sunday. Notice the Futurecast is trying to even say in the morning we'll have a few showers. Now, does that come to fruition? I think we're probably not going to see those showers until the front actually starts to make its approach, and that's going to be late in the day. Notice by 10, 10:30, 11, midnight, there's 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, there's a line of showers, and we are seeing some colors of yellows and oranges and reds. Now, the models are starting to initialize this better and better, but that is saying that there is going to be at least a very thin pocket where we could see some pockets of heavy rain. And it weakens as it moves south, which is the good news. Now that I want to say, let me just look and see here. I want to see if the SPC, again, yeah, okay, so the SPC for tomorrow is saying that there is the threat, low-end threat of stronger storms, but it is north of our area, okay? So there you go. So it's basically Alachua County up through Jacksonville and Duval County up to the north, and I don't believe that there's anything. I just want to compare everything. Just bear with me 2 seconds. Yeah, okay. All right, so that's what we're looking at. So the thought process for now is that the threat for stronger storms is going to stay north of our area. You can see it includes the Panhandle, and then it goes up through Georgia, at least coastal Georgia, and into the Carolinas. So there is going to be a low-end threat for some nastier storms in North Florida and beyond, but it does not look like the severity should be there for us, again, as this front moves in tomorrow. So not too bad. Not too bad. Erica says, one whole day of cool weather, typical Florida. Well, remember, we've been in a mild pattern, and it's not like you can go from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds, you know? When we look at the almanac for January, though, this is one of the big cool months for us. The average high for the month is 71 now. By the end of the month, the average high climbs to 72. So this is our coolest month, climatologically speaking, okay? The average low sits at 50. But remember, we kind of go through these ebbs and flows, right? Hottest temperature we've ever gotten in the month of January is 88. Certainly hope we don't do that. Coldest temperature we've ever gotten is 19. So we've definitely been above average, but kind of with this, you know, oscillation that we're into, you know, the El Nino type setup, the La Nina setup, it kind of favors warmer temperatures for us in Central Florida. So, you know, it's not that it's unexpected, but just in time for, and I haven't had time to work on my LRC, I do hope to do that over these next couple of days. But the one thing that the LRC pointed out for us weeks ago was that new year, new pattern. We were going to get into this new pattern, and we are, as a matter of fact. I mean, you look at the 7-day forecast, and you do see that those temperatures are changing. We're getting out of the mid 80s, and we're shifting to those cooler low to mid to upper 70s, and then back lower. So we're shifting back. So this is absolutely in line with the LRC. This is absolute. And having not looked at it in a few weeks, I could tell you this is in line with that, what we saw a few weeks ago. So yeah. Erica says, and Seminole kids don't go back until Wednesday. Right, but the teachers go back, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so for the kids, you've got a couple of days of cool air. For the teachers, open your windows in your classrooms. Why are your categories different than the SPCs? Carolyn's asking. So, great question. Great question. So why are our categories different? They're actually not. This is a broad conversation. So talking about the SPC. So these are the categories that we use. Okay, isolated, scattered, numerous, widespread, and high. We spent probably a year working through this about 2 years ago. These are actually the same categories as the SPC, but what we've done is we've changed it from marginal, slight, moderate risk to words that stand out in a clearer communicative way. So let me show you what I mean. Give me a second. Okay. All right. So what are the SPC levels? These are the official SPC levels, okay? And we keep the same colors. So marginal, you can see there in green, marginal, isolated severe storms possible, okay? Yellow, slight, scattered severe storms possible. Orange, numerous. Look at what we have. Isolated, scattered, numerous. So instead of calling them what the Storm Prediction Center did, which gets confusing because most people thought a slight risk was less than a marginal risk. Like when we did surveys, we found that there was a lot of confusion in the official terminology. And so as a weather team, we tried to make it a little more impact related and a little bit more clear to understand. But Carolyn, that is an absolutely great question to ask. But it's just trying to get the message out because the Weather Service and Storm Prediction Center have their criteria that they need to go through to name things, but we are in the communication business, right? So it's up to us to take that information and make it understandable to people as best as is possible. Kenneth says, I literally don't know what SPC, Storm Prediction Center, that's the Storm Prediction Center. Yeah, so it's up to us to make it, but if you notice, the whole thing, the whole idea, so like isolated is up north, that's the risk, isolated risk. What we do is we always try to explain right down through the definition that the Storm Prediction Center has laid out, but even down to numbering it from 1 to 5, it's our effort to try and just make sure that it is as clear to understand as is possible. I mean, people have difficulty understanding watch versus warning, and I'm not saying that anybody is stupid. If you don't, a watch versus a warning to some people means, oh, okay, thanks for warning me, and a watch means I'm watching for it, when it's the opposite. A watch means it's possible, a warning means it's happening. So again, it's up to us to try and find the best ways to communicate the information, and that's exactly what we're doing, yeah. So that's the idea there. Stacy and Gary, good morning, Happy New Year to you. Alicia, thank you very much, I appreciate it. Kenneth, yes, it took me a minute, and if I could type faster, my right thumb, I would not see. No, it's fine. You're fine. Sue, good morning. Happy and healthy New Year to you as well. Anybody have any questions before we wrap up Coffee Talk for the new year? New Year's Day is one time to make pork and sauerkraut with mashed potatoes. That sounds so interesting. Oh, I know what weirdness the government insists on terminology that goes our requirements. Doc sounded. See, I didn't read that, but I would imagine that would be, yeah, I mean, just knowing the way that it works, and it's not knocking on anything, but, can you discern that I am not fond of abbreviations before, well, I don't think anybody is. You know, getting involved, when I got involved in the Red Cross, it was learning, you know, Irv and all of these other things. That's just the way it goes, right? Rain, dreary, and still dark here in Pennsylvania. Yeah. Come on up to Central Florida. Or down to Central Florida, where the sun is. Let's see. Let's take a look at the tower cam right now. Let's see. Let's get a tower cam update. This is the way it looks here. That's up to you. You want to stay in Pennsylvania? You want to come here? You do that. Could you come by and help me with my phone? Yeah. Debbie says, I was always confused on the watch and warning. I just always think that watch list for me to watch for it, and a warning was just a warning that it's a possibility. Exactly, Debbie, and that's not, it's not that, it's just the way that they went with it. And I'm sure that they did their research, but that that we are not going to change. But like threat levels, we're definitely going to change. So it's the whole idea is to just try and do the best we can to communicate, because while today weather is not going to be necessarily life threatening, right? But like there are those days where it is, and so we need to make sure that we have the best messaging possible. Yeah. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate it. Stacy and Gary, hope this year will be better for everyone. Be safe. Yes, you as well. Mom said it's raining on Long Island and predicted it to pour later. Oh, that's gross. That's gross. At least it's nice and sunny for us here, but it's that same storm system. Wishing you, your family, and your father are happy. Thank you, Cindy. All right, so Dad, they've had him, as of last check, they had him off of, the vent is still in, but they had him off of using the vent for about a day and change. And that's good. That's very good. They're trying to little by little pull him out of sedation so that we can kind of just gauge where he's at. Tomorrow, hopefully we'll be able to pull the vent. That's the hope. So, we still don't know anything. We still don't know where he's at or what kind of damage was done. But, we're taking steps in the right direction, which is we've taken steps in the wrong direction for the last couple of weeks. So this is a good thing. This is a good thing. I'm darn hopeful that the new year will give us some great things with my old man. So thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you for your positivity, your kind words. I'll take good steps, right? Don't know what this looks like. It's going to be a long road back. And there's no certainty that there is a road, I'm just going to be honest, but nobody can ever guarantee that anyway. But at least we're headed in the right direction. Baby steps are baby steps, and we'll just see how it goes. So, Jody, Erica, thank you. Arnett, thank you very much. Betty, thank you. Cindy, baby steps indeed. Thank you. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm certainly hopeful. I'm a hopeful son of a gun. Yeah. In the meantime, what's impacting all? Thank you for your kind words. In the meantime, what's impacting all of us? This beautiful stretch. Nice and warm today. Nice and warm tomorrow. Get in your pools. Get in your spas. Take your walks outside. Do what you want to do. It's going to get cool though by Monday. A couple of showers early morning, and then we just kind of hang in the nice cooler range for your Wednesday and your Thursday, and then get cooler again by Friday, all right? Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out. You want to say hello? You want to say hello to everybody?
No, thank you.
Come here and say hello, silly boy.
Hello.
Say hello. Oh, my goodness. You're still partying? You're still partying? He's still partying. He doesn't have enough air to get it to make the noise, though, yet. He'll wake up. All right, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I'll see you guys and gals tomorrow morning for Coffee Talk. Bye-bye.